Hey guys!
So yesterday in our videos, like on YouTube, we showed you our Hollywood our acting experience in Hollywood, and today in today's vlog we will show you like
How
what
we
we
finished
did,
our...
what we did, while we were in Hollywood, what we've seen. So it's kind of going back, 2 years ago, but yeah, we still haven't shown it to you, and we've got good memories for it, so we wanted to share it with you all. So.
And since we went in June 2014,
Yeah.
and yesterday was the last day of June, so we
kind of
decided to show it. And we actually left from America on the 1st of July, which is today.
We did. I remember that.
And today we will show you our last day in LA and what we did. So on the last day in LA, we went to see Warner Brothers studio. And we've seen many behind-the-scenes things, and we learned a lot of techniques.
Yeah, and we saw also like houses of characters from TV shows and movies such as Pretty Little Liars and Gilmore Girls and
Friends, and also movies such as Jurassic Park or Spider-Man. And we also have seen like props from Harry Potter movies. We've seen the costumes, the beds.
Yeah, and also we saw Hermione from number 2, Harry Potter number 2, when she was turned into a stone or something.
Yeah.
When she was frozen. So yeah, we saw that. That looked so realistic.
And then after that, we went to see celebrities' homes, and we've seen homes such as Katy Perry's house,
Michael Jackson,
Taylor Swift, Orlando Bloom, Selena Gomez,
Zac Efron,
lots of celebrities,
Robin Williams, and many more. So yeah, we will also show you that.
So hopefully you like it.
This is a picnic area, but technically it's a restaurant, or an Avon Grill as we call it. But we can use any part of our lot for filming. Picnic areas, offices, housing. We can use anything in our lot that is accessible to us. This is called a practical set. Practical set means you can practically film on the inside as well as the outside. Now, of course, for True Blood, we have the Side Merlot's Bar and Grill, or we have cars lined up along here. Add a couple of things left and right. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Louisiana. So that's it, right there. Yeah. Now, there was a movie that was filmed here that wasn't ours, called Jurassic Park. Yeah, that scene where Jeff Goldblum is being chased by the huge T-Rex. Must drive faster! Must drive faster! Yeah, that happened. Sorry, guys, a little bumpy. Right here on the street, right here. This strip from here to here. That needs to use it. So Disney, Sony, Paramount, just anybody can use it. Oh, I love it. It's filled up. Yesterday it was not filled up at all. They're getting ready for a show called Heart of Dixie. This is Bluebell, Alabama. But this lagoon takes 12 hours to fill up and 8 hours to drain. You can imagine standing here watching all that water filled in. And we can change the temperature of the water and the look of it. The color could be muddy. It could be dark like it is now, or it could be crystal clear. The temperature of the water is 80, but if you ever see an actor in a lagoon, lake, pond, something like that, they're freezing, hypothermia, something kicks in, and they're just going to get sick, they're acting. I'm telling you that much right now. So I'll give you some really cool movie titles. Gilmore Girls filmed down here when Rory gets her car hit by a deer. Tells her teacher, sorry, I didn't come here early enough. I got hit by a deer. We had Get Smart. Steve Carell filmed a scene here when he was in that fat suit trying to lose the weight. To our left here, TV show, Allison's House from Pretty Little Liars. Don't worry, I'll stop the cart. And this is the fun. This is a different kind of a set than a practical. There's three sets that we're going to learn today. Practical. This is called a shell set. The shell set is for the actor to walk in within the doorway, probably to that door, and that's about it. Everything of the house that you see, a living room, kitchen, in a sound stage. So what they do is they would decorate this accordingly. By the way, that rolled up rug, that's the grass. As you can see, a little bit of it. They'll row it, they'll, layer it out here. Maybe add a plant. They'll add plants all over the place, make it look beautiful. The actor goes in the door, and then the rest of it's in a stage. And that's how those are done. The Crazy Ones, True Blood, Suburgatory, Big Bang Theory. We've also had Pushing Daisies. We've had The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. They actually added a dock to this lagoon as they did shootout scenes over here. Now this house right here is Wade's apartment for Heart of Dixie, but also for $1 Million Baby. Clint Eastwood comes here to get his roadside diner for the pie. Of course, if you watch the TV show Dexter on Showtime, this was the last season where he discovered one of the murderers living in the house. If you watch the show, it's the guy who scalped the top of the head. If you've never seen it, it's very bloody. But you see here, every single house here is a home to a production office of a show, like to the right. Two Broke Girls. Production office. Hold on, let me get a better shot of this. Hold on. Right there, better shot. These two houses right here are Two Broke Girls. I'm not too sure about everybody else. I think Shameless is one of them over here. But again, we can film on the outside. Looks like a normal neighborhood. We got bikes on the lawns. We got cars parked here like a normal neighborhood. People do walk around here. But how they would do it is they have to do a two-way shot because we can't go inside. It doesn't look like a home. There's cubicles, there's offices, there's no formation in a home of, oh, look, there's the living room. Oh, look, there's the kitchen. So, two-way shot it. How they would do it, let's say, for example, by the way, this is Hannah's house from Pretty Little Liars. How they would do it is, let's say this is her car. She comes out of her car, goes through the gate, through that red door, then the scene is done. Then they would go to the soundstage with that red door identical to it. Inside that soundstage, oh, look, there's the living room, the kitchen, the dining hall. And that's how they would do it, shot just like that. Way to modern day. 8 miles of clothing and 2.5 miles of shoes. Who's ready to go shopping? To our left, though, you can see some of the mannequins displayed up in there. Sorry, it's the tinting of the windows. You can see some of the mannequins displayed there for a couple of dresses. Now, like I mentioned, Betty Davis was too busy making all those films not to be able to go back and forth to get her costumes fitted. So, smart on the costume designers, they made mannequins of every size of every actor. Put the fabric to the mannequin, take it off, sew it up, put it back on the mannequin because it's the identical sizes of every actor. Then send it to the sound stage it belongs to. And done. Very simple. To our right, though, this is a double-sided house. Sugie St. James, played by Melissa McCarthy, and the other side is Lorelei's house, played by Laura Graham. But right here to our right, this is the Gettler house from Friends. Ross, Monica, and Rachel come in there, and they do the prom episode. They find out Rachel's date does not come out to prom with her, and then Ross goes upstairs, comes back, and Rachel's date shows up. But this is a practical set. Again, practical set. Takes all the leaves off the trees. And then they attach fake branches to it because it has to be according to the season. We can't have these. People knowing that the winter leaves are more pretty much off or they are a different color. So we have to make it believable. And then for snow, we have potato flakes because that way if it gets on the actor's tongue, it won't harm them whatsoever. That's a fun fact if you didn't know about it. Most TV shows also use plastic shavings, but we use potato flakes. And for my Pretty Little Liar fans, I can stop right here. This is their high school. I will stop the cart. If you want to get off and take a picture in front of the high school, go for it. Of course, oh, I know it's the Pretty Little Liars right here. The next one is the dollhouse or doll store. You remember that episode? They're all going in there very famously. Now what we have here to our left are 3 bush wagons. Now the whole point of the bush wagon, you see how there's a barn in the back? And then, if you look here now, where did the barn go? That's the whole point of a bush wagon. It's to block out whatever's on the other side. So, of course, they're set up right now for Heart of Dixie. So if the camera ever pans over in this direction, you can kind of see this. It kind of blends in with the background. It blends in with everything else. But we really don't pay attention to the background at all. We always pay attention to the actors, the dialogue, the costumes. But most likely, these will be there, but you won't see it when you're watching the show. Now this patch of grass to our left right here, a little bit of that you can see for my Friends fans. This is Central Park, New York. Now obviously it doesn't look that way, but it's a scene where Ross is trying to impress his girlfriend, Emily. Of course, we did not film whatsoever in New York. We filmed everything here. So they have a shot of Central Park. That was filmed in there. Then the cameras come from the bushes, kind of swoop down to continue the scene as if we're still there. Skyline. Traffic, same thing. They make you believe that you're there in New York. But in fact, we were here the entire time for Burbank. As we're leaving New York, we're heading to the windy city of Chicago.
Oh, that's the Annie orphanage that Annie
Hudson Grove for Homes. That's it, 1980. Of course, I got a car right behind me, so I'm gonna head on out just a little bit. Now, every soundstage has a number. As you can see, a plaque, a light in the corner. That light means that they're filming in the inside. That's how you know every studio has one of those. Or my pretty little lawyer fan back there. You got it? Sweet. Always like to stop for that. Fold and holds to our left. When a set is done with, they're wrapped up. Then what they do is they close it like binders, and they fold it and leave it here. So it's a garage for all of our TV shows. Now, if a set is done, or like a show like Big Bang Theory, let's say they're done with a set, they'll bring it back here. If anybody else wants to use it, there's the reusing term. They reuse it again. If not, they'll strip it down and then they'll leave it here stored up in case somebody needs it. Now, of course, anybody can fill up their gas here except us. We cannot, but any production cars, company cars can. All we do also use it for filming. All we do is cover up the Warner Brother logo. We can make it any gas station for any of these shows to come here and fill up their tanks, or an explosive scene, or someone being robbed. So to continue our Batman anniversary, we did see costumes, we did see props, but what are we missing? Cars. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the Bat Cave and check out those really cool cars. Bring your cameras with you.
Pokaż jeszcze raz. O.
See the big poster up here for tonight's premiere? Andy, that's what it's called. She's also given her hand and footprints, I believe, on Wednesday at the Chinese Theater, guys. Got it? Up here on the right, you guys are going to see the home of Mr. Larry King. Tasha host. Up here on the right, you guys can see the home of Courtney Cox from Friends. On the right, this is her house. She's also got another house. Up here on the right-hand side, you guys are going to see this house. They have a house in the UK, a house in Barbados, and a house in the Hollywood Hills, or I'm sorry, Malibu. On the right, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas. Okay. On the right, this guy's a good friend of mine. I've known him for about 9 years now. Up here on the right, Zach Efron. He also built this house for his mom and dad, his main house. On the left, I worked with this guy since season 2 of American Idol, Simon Cowell. Left-hand side. On the right, you guys are going to see the home of the beast of Hollywood, the hairiest man in show business, Mr. Robin Williams on the right-hand side. They call him the beast of Hollywood. They call him the beast of Hollywood because Robin Williams has so much money. Formerly Dr. Phil, and now it's This next house belongs to a gentleman who just signed a contract for $13 million. And the reason why they're paying him $13 million to co-star is because he's getting fat for the film. Okay? He's playing a fat Russian lobster for the film. His name's Russell Crowe. He's already starting to grow the weight. Okay? So he's got a house in New Zealand, a house in Australia, and an apartment in London. I have a question for everybody on the bus. Raise your hand if you would get fat for $13 million. Sure would. A couple of you, right? Scotland, would you do it? How fun would that be? Home where Michael Jackson lived and passed away at, guys? Last Wednesday was his 50th anniversary of his passing. Up here on the left, there it is. That balcony leads into the room where they found Michael. Also, up here on the left, you guys can see the gate where the ambulance entered off the property. Left. I have a trivia question for everybody. Are you ready? Who passed away the same day Michael did? Nobody remembers? Farrah Fawcett. Oh, I'm on camera. Oh no. No! Don't put me on camera. Josh, Kelly Osbourne, down the right. Just gotta up here on the left is the home of Selena Gomez, but she's selling this house now because she bought a house in Calabasas. That's the witch's house. It's got a moat around the property, big koi fish in it. It's also got a bridge that goes from the sidewalk to the front door.
It's like gingerbread heads.
Hmm? What was that? Looks like a gingerbread house. No, it's the witch's house.
Who's the witch?
The others. It's a husband and wife and their 3 triplet sons. The whole family are witches. Really nice people. And on Halloween night, they have 6 black raven birds that will hover over the house. Trained. Pretty cool, huh? This is the house, guys. It starts right here on the left.
Just 2 each.
And it goes around this way. And it goes around this way. Everybody look up top to the left. See that house? Will Smith. Will Smith's main house is in Calabasas. Got it, guys? We're gonna go. Glass nature. That belongs to an actor who's a Scientologist. Jack Black. And on the left is one of Elizabeth Taylor's houses. This young lady went to high school with Montana. She's still a good friend of mine. She made she wants to have a house in San Diego County. Up here on the left is this Drew Barrymore. Here on the left. And above Drew Barrymore's house, guys, you see the gray house with the blue windows? That's Sharon Stone's house. And above Sharon Stone's house, the square house, I work with him on The Voice. His name is Adam Levine. Almost there. Everybody look to your right. It's beautiful, isn't it? See that house across the canyon with the big swimming pool, guys? You know what I'm pointing at? You can stand if you need to, guys. Especially if you're on the left side. You can stand, it's fine. Up there on the right, where my hand is pointing, the house with the big swimming pool, you see that? That's the home of Oprah Winfrey. To the right of Oprah Winfrey's up the road to the right, you'll see the home of Jack Nicholson. It's got a helicopter landing pad on it. To the right of Jack Nicholson's house, you'll see the gray house with the gray chimneys. You see that? That's the home of Orlando Bloom. To the right, above Orlando Bloom's actually, you're going to see another house. It's a big brown house. That's the home of Harry Styles. Literally right down below us, literally look right down below us, guys. You see that house? That home is the home of to the left where my finger's pointing, you see that? The white flat house over there? That home is the home of Jennifer Aniston. Above Jennifer Aniston's to the left, you'll see the 2-story brown house on 22nd Street. That is the home of Eddie Murphy. You guys are looking at Bel Air, Beverly Ridge, and Beverly Park. Those are neighborhoods right here. It's the gray house with the black gate. Bruno Mars. Okay. Up here on the right is an actor that I love to work with, especially when he's drinking because he gives me cash. Up on the right is the home of Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer. Anybody watching the new season of 24 yet? No. Up here on the right is the home of Taylor Swift. She bought this house from Jodie Foster.
the Warner Ranch. Now here's the bridge right in front of us, the left and right side. We can film on either or side. One side could be a hospital, another side could be an airport, another side could be an internship that Rory Gilmore went to for Huntsberger Company. We can transform this to be anything using simple elements. So for the example to our left, we have a lovely display, but it looks like almost an airport. So we'd have taxis lined up along here, a couple of people walking in with backpacks, suitcases, luggages, a sign that says Terminal 1, 2, or 3, an airport, Southwest, United Airlines, whatever they need to make it. And then you get that lovely over voice saying, the red zone is for no parking and no parking only.